Jussie Smollett case files released by Chicago P0lice in first of many rounds. Detailed probe of less than a week after a state judge ordered the files in the criminal case, the Chicago police today made public hundreds and hundreds of heavily redacted pages of investigation reports, gumshoe work, and arrest documents, with promise of much more to come in the coming days. Contained in the disbursement is the now ex-actor's actual arrest report, which bluntly proclaims of the alleged January 29 attack that through investigation it was determined that the incident, as related by Smollett, did not occur. With the actor, who played the openly gay Jamal Lyon on the hip-hop drama, soon to be placed in a segregated area, he mugshot attached document adds, at 0510 hours on February 21, 2019, Smollett was read his Miranda warnings, with attorney redacted present and declined to answer questions. There was no comment from Smollett Sackham on the not unexpected dump by the cops. However, the spokesman for the Windy City Department strongly hinted at the situation online soon after the afternoon released local time, It got a little busy here within the last hour. Although Smollett got out of the 16-count indictment in late March for allegedly faking GA, the backlash over the dropping of the criminal case by the office of Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx has continued in the Midwest metropolis. It is worth noting with today's release and more to come from the police and the prosecutors that there is nothing from the defense in this material. Being that the Chicago police said Thursday that among the other files they will be opening up in the next week, will be pertinent video files. In that context, among the information contained in Thursday's document released by the CPD are reports on the spotlight of brothers Ola and Abel Osundero, who authorities first saw as persons of interest. The cops then, the documents make it clear that the personal trainers and Empire Extras confessed to participating with Smollett mere hours before the actor went on February 14 to try to pin the alleged assault on politics and his constant critique of Donald Trump. Yet, over the next several days, searches were conducted and photographs captured of Olavinjo Osundairo and Abimbola Osundairo from Chicago police databases, the Illinois Secretary of State database, open source social media accounts and open source internet searches. Progress reports and inventories for this information will be forthcoming. One report notes of the progress and evolving investigation. A comparison was made between these images, the still photographs from O'Hare Airport and the video recovered from the Sun Taxi Cab 904 refer to the progress report of debt. Paragas for D. This comparison showed a strong resemblance between Olavinjo Osundairo and Abimbola Osundairo and the subjects on the video recovered from Sun Taxi Cab 904. RID was aware of after reviewing evidence available at the time, a plan was put into place to take Olavinjo Osundairo and Abimbola Osundairo into custody at O'Hare Airport. The file states of the brothers' return from a trip to Nigeria. That plan was executed and the Chicago PD picked up the siblings and took them into custody for interrogation, which was detailed in another report before the duo seemingly turned on Smollett and gave up the goods. At approximately 2200 hours, Olavinjo Osundairo was returned to the 002nd District Mail lockup. Several times the investigation continues. As the city itself sued Smollett for potential more than $300,000 for the probe into what was first characterized as a hate crime, Fox herself declared in a March 29 Chicago Tribune op-ed that she wanted the Class 4 felony case unsealed in the interest of full transparency. Fox stated that just because Smollett's case was dropped for expediency's sake after some credit for community service and forfeiting a $10,000 bond, he has not been exonerated. He has not been. Following legal move by various media outlets, Judge Stephen Watkins on May 23 decided to pull off the privacy protection the actor and his lawyers had demanded. Aiming for a Bulls empire was recently renewed for a sixth and final season, but there are no plans to bring Smollett back to the Lee Daniels and Danny Strong created series.
Looking up, open the park, pot.